Hello everyone, welcome to Learning Management System, Department of Collegiate and Technical Education. Today I will be starting a discussion on working principle and operation of polymer electrolytic membrane fuel cell PEMFC. So this is the diagram, shows that the polymer electrolytic membrane fuel cell. So it consists of, there are two electrodes. So one is the anode and another one is the cathode. Then these two are connected by the external wire. So the electrons are flows from anode to the cathode side. In this slide contains introduction the polymer electrolytic membrane fuel cell, and also working principle and operation of polymer electrolytic membrane fuel cell. And lastly, multiple choice questions. Introduction of polymer electrolytic fuel cell. The polymer electrolyte fuel cells PFCs have attracted much interest recently. The need for an efficient, non-polluting power source for vehicles in urban environments. Emphasized by recent legislative initiatives has resulted in increased attention to the option of fuel cell powered vehicles of high efficiency and low tailpipe emissions. The hydrogen is the most suitable fuel for fuel cell powered vehicles, providing the highest conversion efficiency for fuel on board to electrical power. it is generating zero tail pipe emission. Since water is the only product of hydrogen, or air fuel cell processes, this is the actually schematic diagram of polymer electrolytic membrane fuel cell, PMFC. It consists of two electrodes, anode and also cathodes. The hydrogen is fed to the anode side and then oxygen is fed to the cathode side. These two electrodes are connected through the external wires. The electrons are flows from anode to the cathode side. Then the external wire, the direct current is flows from anode to the cathode side. Working principle and operation of polymer electrolytic membrane fuel cell. As the above figure shows the schematic arrangement of polymer electrolytic membrane fuel cell, it uses solid membrane of organic material such as polystyrene, sulfuric acid as an electrolyte. And porous carbon electrodes with a platinum catalyst. The hydrogen fuel fed to the fuel cell, it interacts with anode and gets converted into H positive ions and electrons. The chemical reaction, hydrogen produces H positive ions and also electrons. So therefore 2H2, it becomes 4H positive ions plus 4 negatively charged electrons. The electrons originating at the anode travel through the external wire to reach cathode. Then there is creating a direct electrical current. The positive H ions travel through the membrane to reach a cathode. In the cathode, the H positive ions combines with electrons and oxygen atom to create a water. This water created at the cathode is the waste product of the fuel cell. Therefore, the chemical equation 4H plus hydrogen plus 4 negatively charged electrons plus oxygen to form the water. 4 H plus ions plus 4 negatively charged electrons plus oxygen to form a water. Combining the above equations indicates that the polymer electrolytic membrane fuel cell combines hydrogen H2 and oxygen O2 to produce water and electrical energy. Therefore, the overall chemical reaction is hydrogen plus oxygen. It produces the water. So 2H2 plus O2, it produces 2H2O. The operating temperature of polymer electrolytic membrane fuel cell is very low. It is operated in between temperature of 40 degrees Celsius to 60 degrees Celsius. The ideal voltage generated by the polymer electrolytic membrane fuel cell is about 1.23 volts at 25 degrees Celsius. They have less weight and volume and also deliver high power. They are mainly used in vehicles such as buses and also cars. Multiple choice questions. First one, PEMFC, polymer electrolytic membrane fuel cell. PEMFC, it is polymer electrolytic membrane fuel cell. It is correct. The answer is true. A. Second one. In this cell, the electrolyte used is dash dash. A. Nickel. B. Hydrogen. C. Sulfuric acid. D. Polystyrene sulfonic acid. In this cell, the electrolyte used is polystyrene sulfonic acid. Therefore, the answer is D. Third one. In polymer electrolytic membrane fuel cell, the electrodes used is dash dash. In polymer electrolytic membrane fuel cell, the electrodes used is porous carbon. So the electrodes are made by the porous carbon material. Therefore, the answer is B. So in polymer electrolytic membrane fuel cell, the electrodes are used for the porous carbon materials. So therefore, the answer is B. Third one is B. Fourth one. The hydrogen fuel cell, hydrogen fuel fed to the fuel cell, it interacts with anode and gets converted into H positive ions and electrons. The hydrogen fuel fed to the fuel cell interacts with anode and gets converted into H positive ions and electrons. It is true. This sentence is true. So therefore the answer is A. Fourth one answer is A. Fifth one. The electrons originating at the anode travel through the external wire to reach cathode, it creating a alternating electrical current, B both AC and DC, C direct electrical current. D. None of the above. The electrons originating at the anode travels through the external wire to reach a cathode. It creates a direct electrical currents. So therefore the fifth one answer is C. Sixth one. In the cathode, the H positive ions combine with the electrons and oxygen atom to create a water. This water created at the cathode is the waste product of the fuel cell. In the cathode, the H positive ions combines with the electrons and oxygen atom to create a water. This water created at the cathode is the waste product of the fuel cell. So this is the correct. Therefore, the answer is A, true. So this is the correct answer is A. Seventh one. The polymer electrolytic membrane fuel cell combines H2 and O2 to produce A. Hydrogen and electrical energy, B. Water and electrical energy, C. Water, D. Hydrogen. The polymer electrolytic membrane fuel cell combines hydrogen H2 and oxygen O2 to produce water and electrical energy. Therefore, the answer is B. Seventh one answer is B. Water and electrical energy. Eighth one. The operating temperature of polymer electrolytic membrane fuel cell is A. 30 degrees Celsius to 50 degrees Celsius, B. 70 degrees Celsius to 80 degrees Celsius, C. 50 degrees Celsius, D. 40 degrees Celsius to 60 degrees Celsius. The operating temperature of polymer electrolytic membrane fuel cell is in between 40 degrees Celsius to 60 degrees Celsius. Therefore, the eighth one answer is D. 40 degrees Celsius to 60 degrees Celsius. Ninth one. The ideal voltage generated by polymer electrolytic membrane fuel cell is about A. 2 volt at 25 degrees Celsius, B. 1 volt at 25 degrees Celsius, C. 1.23 volts at 25 degrees Celsius, D. 3 volt at 25 degrees Celsius. The ideal voltage generated by polymer electrolytic membrane fuel cell is about 1.23 volts at 25 degrees Celsius. Therefore, the ninth one answer is C. Tenth one. They have less weight and volume and also deliver a high power. Hence, they are mainly used in vehicles such as buses and also cars. They have less weight and volume and also deliver high power. Hence, they are mainly used in vehicles such as buses and also cars. So, this sentence is true. Therefore, the 10th answer is A. It is correct. True. These are the reference books, and also we are using the e-sources. This is the team which is the responsible for developing the contents of working principle and operation of polymer electrolytic membrane fuel cell. Thanking you, one and all.